look, that's a part of hip hop culture, right? You can see girls do it in their videos. You can see guys do it in their videos. It is an American thing. Let's just go over that, all right? It's just everybody, back in the day, you see cowboy movies, they take their guns and they shoot them in the air uh, in celebration. And I'm just saying, Ja Morant is probably one of my favorite players. I said it on Sandon Sharp show. I love Ja Morant. Um, but it's just a part of hip hop culture. It's nothing. He's not saying, "Forget y'all, I got my gun." He probably didn't even realize it. I mean, it used to be a part of a dance back in the day, right? So nothing meaning anything. I mean, he took his shot, no pun intended, and he got his team, which was already rolling when he wasn't there. They stuck together. But imagine him being back in the midst. It's just an entirely different thing. So I just think they're overlooking it. I don't think he's trying to mock anybody. I don't think he's trying to be mean about it. Um, yeah, leave Ja Morant alone. Leave him alone.
It seems like this would have been a good subject that you would have debated skipping the boys on Undisputed. Seen you there doing that recently.
Oh yeah, I love they had me come in for a chemistry shoot. I thought it was crazy because I had been there for 9 years. I was like, I need chemistry, but I love being on television. I love doing the sports. They don't know what they're gonna do with me. They don't know if they're gonna bring me in or not. I haven't heard anything, but if you do, you do. I just like that. My man Skip is in a great position, and then I've been around Keyshawn since he was a rookie in the NBA and in the NFL. So, and Michael Irvin is back. I would love to sit up there and go back and forth with Michael Irvin. I miss my old set, but we'll see what happens. If not, you can just keep my podcast comes out in January. Just hear what I got to say there. We like being number one. So bad boys for life. I got to say that to all my teammates. But we don't want to be number one in the losing category. And it's the difference is we had an identity. Our identity that people can say it was dirty basketball. It wasn't. That's the way they played basketball when the way we played it. But we had an identity. And when people wanted to cast us away and call us all kind of names, we rose from the ashes. So everyone likes the bad guy anyway, right? So we came in, we were rap based around Isaiah, and then we had Adrian Dantley, Bill Laimbeer, Rick Mahorn, and James Edwards came in, Vinnie Johnson, um, Dennis Rodman. But when we had a crew and we had a coach. Our coach literally knew how to manage these 12 Fortune 500 companies. Then when Mark Aguirre got on the team in place of Adrian Dantley, it was just like a different groove. So these guys don't really have a groove. Since last year, they've been a worse team this year than they were last year. And they have great players. They have great players. Some people, I saw the game because I still watch, and they're booing, sell the team because the Mr. Gore is in California, which if I was him, I would be too. But the difference is, it's a different mentality now. I mean, there's a lot that they don't listen. They played really hard last night against Brooklyn. They do not want to lose, but you have to realize all the other teams in the NBA don't want to be the team that lets them break the streak. So guys are playing against them as if they're a championship team. So when you win a championship, the next year, every time you go into a city, that team is coming in with, they may not even practice. Certain guys won't even practice or play in games before just to play against the champions. That's happening here. These guys are not coming into Detroit or letting Detroit come in and establish. So they're in a bad situation. And the situation is you're losing that much. No team wants to be in the record book saying we let the Pistons beat us.
What would you say to these guys? And you got a coach in his first year there, Monty Williams, who comes in with a good resume and a good reputation. This has got to be hard for everybody in that locker room right now.
I would say hire Bill Laimbeer as a head coach. They don't have anything connected to the past. And I want Monty to keep his job. So let me just go there. But they would not connect any of my teammates in a real position. Even when one of our teammates was in a real position to do it, he didn't. And Bill Laimbeer goes in and wins 2 championships or however many championships in the WNBA. He shows him he has the ability, and they didn't want to do it. They didn't want to hire anything connecting to the past. But then they have the jerseys come out, say 313 in black. That's not, the bad boys jersey. They may have a guys on the sideline like Rick Mahorn, and they had Vinnie Johnson at one time, but they didn't want to connect anything to our winning past, especially when it came to Bill. There's no way in the world you could have told me Bill Laimbeer wouldn't have been the head coach of the Detroit Pistons sometime in his life. And to keep us separate that way, I just didn't think was a smart thing to do, and I still don't think it's a smart thing to do. I love Monty as a person, as a coach. He does come with a very good resume. Whatever happened in Phoenix happened in Phoenix. Whatever happened in when he was down in New Orleans, he's a good guy. Casey was a great guy. Van Gundy was a good guy. I just don't think they understand the idea of winning. Just changing something doesn't give you a hope. It's an environment, and it probably starts from the top down.
And I know you're not calling for Monty's job, but
No,
Bill Laimbeer, in your mind, that it would be a job he would take in a heartbeat. This is something he would want.
I think he used to want it. I think he wanted it badly by proving himself. He and Rick Mahorn when they were coaching the WNBA team there. I think he was trying to show them that he had coaching ability. I just think there was an obstacle in the way that stays in the way. And so if you want to connect to an attitude or winning a pass, you would go in the past and get somebody who can do that.
No, it's interesting.
I'm team Bill Laimbeer all day. We could have whatever differences he and I had. That's just men. But I would go through a brick wall with that guy.